Hi there! Thanks for stopping by my channel. So I'm just gonna go out on a whim and assume one of two things. One, you're either a worried consumer who wants to understand how everyday products can affect our health, or two, you're like one of my friends from high school like 5 years ago that's just checking in to see what the hell I'm doing. It's probably the latter, but if there is somebody who's actually interested in this, then thanks for watching. And even if you're like a friend from high school, thanks for watching. So this video is basically the video version of an article that I wrote. Ended up being the most popular article on my site so far. It came about because I was just wondering if my toothpaste was like responsible for anything that was going on, like temperature sensitivity. I started researching, but all the articles out there are so old that the ingredients they mention that you should avoid are already discontinued by toothpaste brands today, so it didn't help me at all. So I decided to take matters into my own hands. I looked up just each ingredient of each really popular brand today, like Crest, Colgate, Sensodyne, Arm & Hammer, Signal. Yeah, so you'll see. So stay tuned and I hope you find it interesting. So the first ingredient on my shit list is sulfate. It's one of the most popular ingredients in our everyday products and it sucks big time. When you use toothpaste with sulfate in it, it can dry the heck out of your mouth. And did you know that dry mouths are the #1 reason for bad breath? Yeah. So basically what I'm saying is that if you have bad breath all the time, maybe you can try changing your toothpaste. Another thing that sulfate does is that it can cause canker sores. And if you don't know what canker sores are, it's those annoying little pimples that are stuck inside your mouth and they hurt and they feel weird. I'm just saying, maybe it's time to change your toothpaste if you tend to get those. If you swallow toothpaste with sulfate in it, they can cause severe cramping and diarrhea. My advice to you is to look on the back of your toothpaste and check if there's sulfate in it. Sulfate goes by several names, but the most common two are sodium lauryl sulfate and sodium lauryl sulfate. The #2 ingredient that I want to talk about is triclosan. Triclosan has been proven to prevent gingivitis, which is why toothpaste manufacturers add it into their products. Just a quick question, how many of you guys actually know what gingivitis is? That's what I'm here for, is to tell you guys about things that you should know but don't really care enough to know, but still could benefit from knowing. If you have gingivitis, it means that your gums are really inflamed. And yeah, triclosan is supposed to be one of the best ways to prevent that, except that also comes with a few shitty side effects. The first is that triclosan can help our bodies create a resistance to antibiotics, which sucks. I don't have to explain why. Reason #2 is because triclosan is a known endocrine disruptor. I'm just gonna assume you don't know what that means because I didn't know what that meant before doing the research. #3, artificial sweeteners. I don't think I need to tell you why manufacturers are adding that into their toothpastes. Makes it taste better, but okay, I guess I just told you anyway, but let's get to the point about why it sucks. It's true that it depends on which exact artificial sweetener is used, but for the most part, they all suck. But then there are a few specific ones like aspartame. If I'm not pronouncing that correctly, I'm sorry, but hey, I'm just trying to help, and if you want to just disparage me for pronouncing things incorrectly, then you're getting off track and that's not the point. Aspartame has been linked to memory problems, kidney and liver complications, and weight gain. But what most toothpaste brands are using today is sodium saccharin. Tell me in the comments if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly, actually, because I do want to know. Sodium saccharin gets into your bloodstream and can spike your insulin levels. Artificial sweeteners are also the reason that things taste really strangely bitter after you brush your teeth. I hope I'm pronouncing this one correctly too, but there are other sweeteners like sorbitol that have been proven to cause bloating and weight gain as well. So yeah, steer clear. Like say you're driving and you know there's like something there, and imagine it's like an artificial sweetener, you gotta like steer clear, you know what I'm saying, okay? A lot of brands use artificial sweeteners, like your favorite brands, and I'm sorry about it. Like I stopped using Sensodyne after I saw that they use saccharin in almost every single one of their toothpastes. Okay, Ingredient number 4 on my shit list, out of 5 if you're wondering how many. Fluoride! So this ingredient is by far the most controversial ingredient on this list. There are going to be a lot of people disagreeing with this one, and then there's going to be a lot of people disagreeing with people who are disagreeing with this one. Let's get down to it. Toothpaste manufacturers add fluoride because it's one of the most proven ingredients to fight against tooth decay. It's basically the #1 reason we brush our teeth every day. But did you know that when manufacturers add fluoride to toothpaste, they have to add a warning label? I don't know why. Let me just start that again. When toothpaste manufacturers add fluoride, by law they're required to add a warning label to their toothpastes that asks you to contact poison control immediately if you happen to swallow it. If it's that toxic, then why the hell are we not looking for other solutions? Know what I mean? There are so many side effects to fluoride that I'm gonna have to read it off of the list. Excuse me. Some common side effects of fluoride include dementia, endocrine disruption, you know, like when it messes with your hormones, brain damage, muscle disorders, fertility problems, lowered collagen levels. Collagen is what keeps your skin youthful and elastic. Arthritis, weakened immune system, and cancer. What? So the question is, do we really need to avoid fluoride? Are these potential side effects worth the advantage of preventing tooth decay? Well, most people would say, yeah. Me, I'm like, I'm not so sure. I mean, isn't it worth it to look for healthier alternatives that don't put us at risk for so many shitty side effects? There are some pretty good alternatives to fluoride today, like neem and even vitamin D and coconut oil, but they haven't been researched as much, so we don't have as much data on their efficiency yet. It's really up to you what you decide to do. For now, what I do is I use fluoride-free during the day when I brush my teeth, and when I want heavy-duty cleaning at night, I use fluoride. It's just a temporary solution until I can figure out what to do. Number 5, the last ingredient on my list are parabens. You've probably already heard of parabens because they are a known preservative and used in a lot of products today. The reason parabens suck is that they mimic estrogen in our body and can cause severe hormonal imbalances, and nobody wants that. If you're looking for them on the back of your toothpaste bottle or just in any product you have, look for ingredients that end with ethyl or that start with butyl. I know I'm probably saying it wrong, but hopefully see you in the next video. Bye!